Hi everybody, my name is Taylor Green. I'm one of the audiologists here at Audiology Associates.
And
this is Rhys Barber from Audiology Associates.
I wasn't too sure whether I was supposed to introduce myself as well then.
We got 3 patients in this video. First one is mine, second one is mine, third one is Rhys's. So we got this patient, came in to see myself, hasn't had his ears cleared for quite a while. I think he said the last time it was done was actually in work. Because he said they used to have somebody come and like irrigate the ears occasionally, very, very dusty sort of job. But yeah, very, very old wax, you know, come away nice and easy to be fair. But what it's kind of left with, or what we are left with, sorry, behind this behind this layer that I take away, can't speak properly today. You'll see there's gosh, I know, yeah. There's going to be like a slight layer of like dead skin that we're also going to be taking away behind this plug of wax. Now this is the first time the patient's had microsuction, and as I was doing it, I could see the patient was sort of slightly drifting a little bit, which is like a natural reaction with loud sound. Yeah. So this is kind of what we're left with here now. Patient started hearing better. This is obviously where it started getting louder because we've cleared the blockage. But we just got these little tiny bits now. We're going to use the.
Don't want to see that layer. See that one that kind of when you've pulled it out, you want that when you get these layers left. It's always difficult to remove.
Yeah. And again, it's right up against the ear canal there. That's we're in the bony portion of the ear canal here, so very, very sensitive. And you can see it's just this thin sort of layer where this wax had been trapped. It's, not all of it's out. No, it's just kind of layers now.
You want that big scoopy peeled anyway, just gets it all out.
Patient did really well, to be fair, considering it was his first time with microsuction, did really well. And you can see that, like, just to give you an idea of how long that wax has been there, like I said, all this skin has just, tried to migrate in, but it's just got stuck where the wax has been, just, plugged in the ear, basically. Anyway, this is the fine end, so I've stuck with the smaller tube just to make the experience a little bit more comfortable for the patient.
It's unraveling down there. Wow!
I do hope I haven't sort of held it in place. So you can see there's a tiny, tiny little slither of like fresher skin just in front of the eardrum. I'm not going to go in to take that little bit away because I wanted to keep it as comfortable as possible for the patient. So patient feeling so much better. Obviously that it's cleared up the issue with the hearing.
Yeah, inch and a half.
Was it 4 centimeters on that one?
You got a quick one now, haven't you?
Oh, this is super quick. Yeah, this was actually done this morning. Patient came in, cotton bud user, been using them for many, many years. Last wax removal 40 years ago. Yeah, for the last 3 months, said his hearing has been like 50%, then blocked, then 50%. And this was the reason why. It's quite humid because the patient had used a little bit of oil because we're using forceps as well. That
was right down on there, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Blinking heck.
As soon as I gripped the cotton bud, the patient was talking while I was in the ear, and he was like, "Oh, I can hear it bubbling now." So that's where we were pulling it out. It's only 1 centimetre, just the same size as a Q-tip or a cotton bud.
Wow. So this last one is mine. I've talked a lot recently about patients coming through for hearing tests and and waxing their ears. This lovely gentleman actually came straight to us though, and we took a look in. We looked at this side. I was like, this is actually Katie looking in the ear here because she's doing some otoscopy training at the minute, and. Taking a look, there was a little gap at the top, but the other ear canal is pretty solidly blocked. So I put some oil in straight away because I thought, it looks really dry. The patient wasn't expecting to have wax removal done. Yeah, there you go. That's the reaction. That's exactly what I said to Katie when I was doing it. I was like, oh no, it's sticky. Ideally for these types, which are deep and sloping upwards, it's probably cotton buds being used in here, but you want that slightly harder front section to lift and peel.
Yeah.
Not there.
No.
Super duper sticky, and you have to work like really, really close to the canal wall to get this off.
You are sometimes lucky within you that you get that front little bit that just lifts, and then the rest of it usually comes. So this is
Yeah, it's just super duper sticky. The other side actually looks worse than this because we could see the top of the eardrum on this side, but the other side we couldn't see any of the eardrum at all. And it had this, like that where the central section's kind of depressed in, and then you've got this very super thin wax all around the outside edge. The other side was like that. I was like, oh, that is going to be worse than this one to do. But actually, this took longer to do than the other side did.
Oh, wow.
As you can see, there's a layer of skin under there as well. So as I'm lifting this, it's not only peeling away the old sticky wax, it's also peeling away this dead skin layer as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's some old stuff as well. That
That is
it's been there for a while.
Mega old, isn't it? Look at that. Absolute beastie.
You can see the ear canal underneath there.
Yeah. We're getting that peel. You can see how it goes all wispy.
Yeah.
That skin, those kind of finer tendrils of skin that just come away from the canal wall and into that wax. So I'm thinking, right, this is just not budging anywhere on this right-hand side. I'm just going to do one last pull, and I'm going to work on that harder central section and see if that makes a difference. So I just want to try and detach this just a little bit more. There we go. Now we're starting to get that detachment from the canal wall on the right side. So now we can work on that harder central section and try and get this to roll down the canal. Look at that. No matter how much I peel, I'm finding another section that's still attached. Gent had no idea he had this in his ear canals either. I don't have to have wax removal done very often. He said, I should be absolutely fine. It's usually years before I have to have it done again. And yeah, when he rocked up for this one, bless him. Yeah, I've got to, I can see that bottom section. I'm thinking,
it's thin, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like it's almost there.
You can't detach it. So I'm thinking, maybe I could, like a snowball.
Yeah.
I can roll it down and kind of pick up that as I'm going. That's the kind of plan here. And you can see I just blurred the camera a little bit because I dropped back into the little hairs and the oil was covering those hairs. So I've just let it come back out just to improve my view because I want to see where I'm going. Yeah. So not really budging particularly well with suction. So this is the hook going in here now.
Oh. Yeah, you can see almost like the layers of the skin there.
Almost looks like a layer of sort of toffee around the outside edge of it, doesn't it? Yeah. Forbidden eclair.
The forbidden eclair.
So it's going away.
Ooh.
But look how it peeled all that down the bottom there. A lot better. So there's just this section here to the right hand side I want to get rid of. So fine end going on here just because it's an awkward angle to get into. You just get this slight drop back of the canal just as you go into the ear there. Eardrum looks nice and healthy, but there's just this one little bit of flappy skin.
Yeah.
And that's the last little bit of soft sticky wax here. I'm not too bothered about this. We'd recommend patients use a bit of oil on a regular basis. Look at how sticky and how dry that wax was. There you go, just get this last little bit off. There we are. And the eardrum looking good.
Oh.
I told you, didn't I?
Oh, no.
Yeah, not an easy one, this one. You can see the really thin layer. And I was thinking, oh, no, if this is sticky as well, this is going to be really, really tough one to get out.
A bucket of oil in there.
Yeah.
Turn your head to the side.
It's bathing in it. But this is, I'd got a grip and I was like, oh, actually, this isn't sticky. This is quite hard. And I was like, oh, I can't really peel it. And then I spotted at the bottom here. I thought, I'll try and lift that really dark section. I realised that we've just got this tiny little lift.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I was thinking, oh, maybe I might be able to sort of start here, lift up. My original thought process was lift it up enough, to peel up enough, because what happens here is it rolls back on itself. Now, if you want to use a set of forceps, rolling back on itself is no good. So what we try and do is lift enough of it that you can then flatten it out straight to get the forcep on. And that was what I was trying to do here. And I noticed that the right started to go, and I thought, oh, hang on a minute, is everything going to start to go? And there you go.
It is.
That's what we wanted to see. So I've got that bit of skin there. We're just going to pull this last section forwards.
That's what I was thinking the other side was going to do.
Yeah.
If you could get that lifted.
That's what I was aiming for. Was there? I thought, a little bit harder lift at the front. And there we go. Eardrum looking lovely and healthy on that side. So we are 3/4 of an inch.
2 centimeters on that one.
Yeah. Well, guys, thank you very much for watching our video again today. Realistically, I think it's probably just going to be me on Monday because this is the last session. Me and Taylor got a voiceover together today. So it'll be me on Monday and probably me Tuesday, and then back to me and Taylor again on Wednesday. But as always, guys, take care of yourselves.
Take care of your ears.
And take care of one another. And we shall see you again real soon. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.